Hi, I'm Kyra from JC1 Zeal and my project is fireworks in a jar. You'll need vegetable oil, clear jar, bowl, fork, and food coloring. First, pour a bit of oil in a bowl and add a few drops of food coloring. Break the drops into tiny droplets with a fork. Then, fill about 3/4 of the jar with water. Step 4. Slowly add the oil mixture into the jar. Now, before we continue and see the results, I'd like to explain something beforehand. Notice how the oil and water don't mix. This is because water is a polar molecule while oil is a non-polar molecule. With a basic rule called like dissolves like, we know that polar molecules dissolve in polar molecules while non-polar molecules dissolve in non-polar molecules. So, oil does not mix with water. What exactly is polarity? It arises due to the difference between atoms' pull on shared electrons. The strength of the pull is measured by electronegativity. Electronegativity increases as you move from left to right across a period, while decreases as you move down a group. Here's an example. In water, H2O molecules, oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. Having positive and negative charges, water becomes a polar molecule. However, it's different for oil. Obviously, electron pools of C atoms will be the same, so it forms non-polar bonds with each other. And since electron pool of H atom is pretty similar to C atom, they also create non-polar bond. With equal charges, oil molecules are non-polar, and that's why water and oil don't mix. While we see the results, I'll explain what's happening. As you've seen, oil and food coloring do not mix well. This is because food coloring is a polar liquid while oil is non-polar. If you mix the two, you will see lots of little food coloring droplets dispersed in the oil, but both liquids do not mix. When you add this mixture to the water in the jar, again, the oil will not mix with the water because this is also a polar substance. The food coloring, which is also heavier than oil and able to mix with water, sinks to the bottom of the oil drop or layer. As soon as it reaches the oil-water interface, it will start mixing with the water molecules via a process called diffusion. That means the food coloring molecules move from a higher to a lower concentration of food coloring inside the water. This is why you do not see all of the water changing color immediately, but a slow mixing of both, with some parts of the water still clear and others becoming colored. These color bursts and food coloring trails within the water might have reminded you of fireworks exploding in the sky and slowly falling to the ground. Thanks for watching and I hope you learned something from my video today.